Hi, let me start with this question. Let's say you want to buy a good camera for photography and the salesman suggests a phone saying that this would not only help you with the photography but would also help you with Facebook, WhatsApp, games, music, etc. In that case, would you buy a phone or a camera? There's a reason why the photographers don't use a phone to click photos. They use a proper camera. Likewise, when you need an insurance and your agent suggests, why don't you buy this insurance which will not only help you with life protection but would also give you a return in future. You think that's a great deal, isn't it? But is it really a great deal? My name is Sahil and in this video I'm going to teach you three things. First, I'm going to teach you what are the different type of insurance and why insurance is important. Second, what are the different life insurance options in India. And third, why you should never mix insurance and investment. Broadly, insurance is divided into three categories. First is life insurance, then medical insurance, and finally general insurance. What is life insurance? The idea behind life insurance is to provide financial protection to the family in case of death of the policyholder. An average person in India has many liabilities, and if tomorrow something happens to the person, who will pay those EMIs? Who will take care of the family? Who will pay the tuition fee of the children? Who will take care of all the financial expenses? Life insurance becomes even more important when you are the only breadwinner in the family. Our family is the most important part of our life and their financial protection is our responsibility. Hence, we have a concept of life insurance where people pool money and it is distributed as per requirement. Life insurance is a very critical part of our life and every person should take a life insurance. Next, we have medical insurance. Medical insurance is to provide financial protection in case of medical emergency. It could be an illness or it could be an accident. Medical insurance is again extremely important as the healthcare cost in India is rising at an alarming rate. Few days of hospitalization can wipe out all your lifetime saving. Every year, millions of people in India end up borrowing money from their friends or family or end up selling their investments like the land or other assets just because they can't afford the hospitalization fees. Hence, medical insurance is a must. Final insurance is your general insurance, which include your travel insurance, home insurance, car insurance, bike insurance, etc. Life insurance has mainly three categories: term plan, endowment plan and ULIP plan. Term plan is a pure form of life insurance where the insurer family gets a fixed amount in case of death of the insurer. If the person survives the insurance period, he won't get anything. Let's say a person has taken a term plan of 50 lakh rupees for a duration of 25 years and if something happens during these 25 years, his family will get 50 lakh rupees. And if nothing happens during these 25 years, he will get nothing. And one day, a smart person in the insurance company had a great idea how to increase revenue from the insurance business. And that's where they introduced endowment plan. What is endowment plan? It is a type of life insurance with investment option. Any insurance product, irrespective of its product name, if it gives return on maturity, is either an endowment plan or a ULIP plan. Now what is ULIP plan? It is Unit Linked Insurance Plan. It is also similar to an endowment plan where if something happens to a person, he will get the money and if nothing happens, he will get a return. But the major difference between ULIP plan and endowment plan is that the endowment plan returns are fixed whereas the ULIP plan returns are variable. It means that in endowment plan, the person gets a fixed amount on maturity whereas in ULIP plan, the amount is not fixed. However, in ULIP plans, the returns are generally higher than the endowment plan. Now coming back to the endowment plan. In India, most of the people think that insurance is a good investment option. They don't understand the basic reason behind life insurance is to provide protection to the family. But it is not their fault. The endowment plan has been marketed as an investment option. Now the question is, what is wrong with mixing insurance and investment and taking an endowment plan? This takes us to the third part of this video. The first reason is pathetic returns. When you invest in insurance, the agent would say that you invest X amount for 25 years and let's say you get 50 lakh rupees. And you feel good thinking that 50 lakh is a great amount. But my question is, have you thought what is the annual return you are getting from the investment? Do you know what is the real value of 50 lakh rupees after considering inflation? Your agent would neither tell you the annual return nor he would tell you the real value of the investment, because the annual returns are even below the FD returns. I'll create a separate video explaining how to calculate annual return from the investment plan so that you never mix insurance and investment. Second problem is lack of transparency. Endowment plan never discloses what they are doing with your money. Where are they investing it? How much goes into mortality? And that's where I have a problem. Third, and the most important reason why you should never mix insurance and investment is the endowment plans have a very high annual premium. Normally a person should take a life insurance of 1 to 2 crore rupees. And if you take an endowment plan of 1 to 2 crore rupees, the annual premium will rip you apart. People invest in insurance policies that would get 10 lakh, 20 lakh rupees on maturity and think that they have done a great job. But do you think if tomorrow something happens to you, your family will be able to sustain with that 10 to 20 lakh rupees? Even if you do an insurance of 50 lakh rupees, I don't think it is enough. So you should do at least 1 to 2 crore rupees of insurance. And like I said, you can't take it with endowment plan because the annual premium would be very high. The fourth reason why you should never mix insurance and investment is the high commission charges of the insurance agent and the company. Both endowment and ULIP plan eats a lot of profit of their investors. And the fifth reason is the high surrender charges of these policies. Have you noticed that if you want to surrender your policy, you will not even get the amount that you have invested? So once the person invests in endowment plan, the person is trapped for 5 to 10 years at least. In fact, in many cases it takes 5 to 8 years for just break even. And if you exit before maturity, you would lose your money. This makes endowment plan a highly illiquid investment option. Have you wondered why there are so many insurance agents around us? Just look at this ad. Great earning opportunity with long-term career for housewife, college student, working professional and retired people. Age eligibility 18 years and above. Education 12th pass for urban area, 10th pass for rural areas. Work as per your timing, comprehensive benefit package, rewards and recognition, full-time or part-time career, you decide. So you can clearly see that if you want to become an insurance agent, you neither need a good degree nor you need to involve full-time. You can even be a housewife and make money. Now when you get so many freebies, who would not want to become an insurance agent? Now the next question is, why an agent pushes an endowment or a ULIP plan when he should suggest a term plan? The reason is simple. The term plan has a very low commission for the agent and low profit for the company, whereas the endowment and ULIP plan has high commission for the agent and high profit for the company. What we need to understand is, insurance as an investment was introduced at a time when there were very limited options for investment. There was a major trust issue as people were less educated and had little knowledge. There were a lot of frauds and hence people opted for LIC due to its trust factor. But now the situation has changed. There are a lot of better investment options with high transparency, low charges, high liquidity and better return. The best way is to keep insurance and investment separate. So in this video we learned what are the different type of insurance and why it is important. Second, what are the different life insurance options in India. And finally, why it is not good to mix insurance and investment. In the next video, I will show you how to calculate annual return from your endowment plan and avoid falling in its trap.